Coach, so I know obviously this game is what you, outcome you would want. So with this game, takeaways, positives, and something you want to work on for next one coming up.
Yeah, for us, I think we can be a very good defensive team, and I think tonight for 30 minutes we were, elite defensively, but it wasn't for 40. I think if we're going to be a team that can challenge in the A-10, that's our strength. I think we have some versatility, some quickness, some length, some shot blocking. That's got to fuel our offense. I think the guys play the right way, but we're young, so sometimes shots aren't going to be falling. We have not shot the ball well from three. We are shooting it well from two, and we're an excellent foul shooting team. So try to play to our strengths. But I thought the defense, for the most part, this is the third game in a row I thought we really guarded.
Steve, you mentioned that just early, when talking about the game when you played, you'd call the play and then it broke down and you trusted Deuce to make a shot. When you have a group that they know each other some of the guys have been around for a bit, you've come in sort of late in the game as the head coach. How much of what you call is out of the playbook and how much do you just let them go?
Yeah, I think that this is a whole new world for us as college coaches. Sometimes you recruit, you build your team, you follow and build up all your core values. But now, even in my case, obviously, it's even more dramatic. You're given a team, and you got to figure it out. It's pretty apparent to me that Deuce Jones is the guy who should get the ball at the end of the game. So that's a great characteristic to have. Not a lot of guys are like that. He's genuinely like that. I think if someone messed up their coverage on Temple and someone slips, he would have hit him with a pass. But he also, I know he has the confidence to say, I'm going to shoot this and make it. So it was kind of put Anthony Finkley in the action too. So a couple of your best offensive minds and players, and you give them a simple look and you hope that they make the right read.
Coach, in the new iteration of this event, 2 years ago, you're on the other side of a buzzer beater. Today you win. Just in general, with all your Big Five experience, where do the game 2 years ago and today rank amongst other games you've had to go down the wire?
Yeah, that's why my reaction was probably a little deadpan today, just because I know how it feels on the other side of that. And I love what they're doing at Temple. I love their coaches, and you feel for them because I thought it was an incredible game. I really did. I love this format. I think it's done so much for the Big Five. I hope as we grow each of our programs, the interest will continue to grow because it's the right way to do it. It really is. Everyone knows what this day is and this building, and the kids love it. Obviously, we're all going through transfer portal, NIL, where we land, all six of us. I think as we each figure this out, this event will even be better because the teams will be better.
Steve, I know you were kind of saying it to Deuce, but I didn't quite catch. Can you explain what you said in the timeout and kind of how you set that final play up?
So the play it went inbounds to Anthony. We set a screen, and he sends a dribble handoff. I said they're probably going to go under, so you're not going to be able to get downhill. You're probably going to have to take a three. It's kind of what happened. The kid's so good off the bounce. The other thing about him, and I keep telling him this, he's a great three-point shooter. Like, he just doesn't realize it yet. And the breathing things he was talking about, he was 2 for 7. To me, he's our best three-point shooter. He just doesn't have that understanding every game. He's so competitive. It's like a boxer. He just wants to attack. Trying to grow his game a little bit and be a little strategic in his approach sometimes, because if the defense does that, you're a great shooter. Make them pay.
Coach, would you say, is it good for your team to be in these type of games, like to grind it out, preparing for conference play?
No doubt. And just the athleticism and the size and physicality and the emotion, that's what you're going to see in the A-10. And for me, honestly, it's a good learning experience to see these guys. Who can I trust? I thought we had a couple of younger guys just kind of faded, and they hadn't done that as much. And I think it's a learning experience for them to go back and watch film and just remind them that we got to make sure you come every single day every possession matters. But yeah, these environments are great.
Coach, 160-second matchup between these two programs. The St. Joe's social media account posted about it a couple times. 162, I think it was. Just as a guy who's been around college basketball, been around the Big Five for a couple years, can you touch on maybe the importance of these two teams kind of continuing that historic rivalry, particularly in today's landscape of college basketball?
Yeah, and I think all of us in Philadelphia want these two programs to be what they've been. Now, the world's different, we know that, but you think about the runs that both of these programs have, and you know the Jameer and Delonte West years here, and all the runs, 5-8 Elite Eights by John Chaney and Mark Macon, and those runs. I grew up on it, yeah. And I think all of us want that back. And I felt like I was it was a privilege to be a part of that today. I never thought I would be, but St. Joe's Temple game and in this building, meaning so much to both programs, and I thought it was great.
Coach, going into the game, you guys were third in the A10 rebounds. You guys were crashing the offensive glass a lot in the first half. What's been the culture like, you know, in the locker room and practice? Just how are you guys so good at rebounding?
As most of you guys know, I'm an analytics guy, so I got to figure out where can we win the margins. I think there's a lot of things that we can do when we're not hitting threes, because we're not a good three-point shooting team. I do think we'll get better, but I do think we can we get an offensive rebound? Can we make sure when we get downhill, we make good decisions so we're a better two-point shooting team? And lastly, can we get to the foul line and do that? All those things go into being better offensively. The other part of that is I thought our press for 30 minutes was something that helped us. I thought it led to easy buckets and deflections and things like that.
Coach, you mentioned that obviously you have your experience in the Big Five and you know what this means to the city. Do you hear the players talking about how much this means to them, and have they expressed as much interest as you have?
They have, like these guys, because they're, we were two-time champ here at St. Joe's, and they see the banner up there. That's awesome. We sell it in recruiting. I think Deuce is understating that a little bit. I think his uncle played at LaSalle, and the Big Five means a lot to these guys. I think we have 8 from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and then we have some New York guys. They all heard of the Big Five. And as I said, the recent history here, there's a lot of pride. We're disappointed we didn't play in the championship game. That'll be our goal next year.
All right, thanks, Coach.